Alright guys, so today Rocket League officially went free, and we're just going to go over some tips, I guess, for getting started and just some of the new content if you are new to the game or if you haven't played in a while due to the season getting extended multiple months. So, first thing, obviously, there's a new Rocket Pass with all new goal explosions, cars, decals, the usual stuff. But more importantly, they kind of changed how challenges work. So there's the weekly challenges, which are still the same, but there's seasonal challenges, which are just harder, that occur over the entire season, and you get bigger rewards for. And again, just like before, there are standard and MVP, or whatever they choose to call it, versions of these challenges, depending on if you have the Rocket Pass or not. And there's also these loot boxes now, if that's what you want to call them. And essentially, you get these throughout the Rocket Pass or from doing these seasonal or weekly challenges, and you just get a randomized piece of gear. It's like any other loot box in any game. So if you're brand new, let me break it down for you. The first thing you're going to want to do to get all these cool, colorful decals and paints and stuff that all those other people have that you see on YouTube, right, is you're going to want a working controller, because that's important. But seriously, you're going to need a lot of time, right? Sit through, and I just showed you all those challenges. The weekly ones don't take too long. You can usually do those in 5 games. Just stuff like win, get goals, saves, stuff like that. You can look at them here. And the seasonal stuff, they're a bit more dedicating, and even the Rocket Pass itself kind of has a certain level of dedication to it, but really you need that time to just sit down and grind through and get all this cool stuff. I would definitely say the Rocket Pass is worth it, because most of the time you can just get your Rocket credits back, like Fortnite or something else, and then rebuy every season and not have to pay more money. But more importantly, a tip here, right? And this might change based off the new season, because things are free now. So what you do is you play through, and as you get more and more stuff, because you get stuff for just leveling up your profile, there's commons, uncommons, rares, very rares, imports, exotics, all that stuff, right? And so something you can do, at least on Xbox, is you take all your stuff, right, your uncommons, and level them up to rares, and your commons, and you level everything up by getting 5 of the same type to the next level, right? And so you get very rares, and those, if you go into the forums on Xbox, if you've ever done this for any game ever, you go into those forums, and there's going to be people trying to sell or buy specific things, and you can find people selling those are very rares for a decent amount of credits to buy new cool stuff in the item shop, or even if you don't want to pay $10 for the actual Rocket Pass, you can just grind through your levels and eventually get enough very rares to trade for 1,000 Rocket credits. And so that's one thing you can do to kind of get yourself started. But second thing we talk about for new players and returning players, more importantly, is the tournaments. So I'm sure you've noticed, if you're returning, that the play screen, match selection, whatever you want to call it, lobby, is completely different. It's tournaments mode. There's time slots. I believe it's 6, 6, and 12 or something like that. And so you register for that. I think it's 15 minutes before it starts. But you got to make sure to get in there, right? You can't say, okay, this one starts at 6. I don't want to, go play Rocket League doubles until 5:59. You have to get in there right away, or else it fills up immediately. You got to make, at least right now when it's brand new. So got to make sure to get into those tournaments. You can get some halfway decent stuff from that. And so, honestly, the biggest thing I would say is that those very rare things that I was talking about, definitely want to do that, along with the challenges, to grind through that Battle Pass, Rocket Pass, whatever you want to call it, and get the cool stuff like everybody else. Now, let's talk about the other thing. So now that Epic Games owns Rocket League, if you didn't know that, they own Rocket League now. And so, this is just speculation. We're not going on what's in-game now, but I assume there are going to be a lot of events. Number 1, a lot of crazy stuff like they got going on in Fortnite, alright? But number 2, more importantly, that there's going to be a lot more themed, licensed cars. Right, because right now in the item shop, there's some cool cars every now and then. Mostly it's a paint of a car that's already in the game. Sometimes it's a new car, but very rarely is it something insane. Earlier on, they had licensed cars like the Jurassic Park Jeep, the Ghostbusters van, some Fast and Furious cars, stuff like that. And so, again, because it's Epic Games and they seem to get everything, I would not be surprised if we got a lot more licensed stuff. Marvel vehicles, just all types, Star Wars vehicles, all types of stuff, which would be really cool. Now, that's just my opinion, that's just speculation. You know, if you want to stick to the cold, hard facts of how to get cool stuff like this and kind of get started in Rocket League, then stick to the first half of the video. But it's just a quick one to put out because the new update's out. It's free. Just wanted to get people who are new into the game, hopefully help everyone out. Hope you guys enjoyed this one.